I've been waiting to get your loan, Maddie. I don't like to brag in front of the others, but I think you're going to be surprised at how this tour turns out. Might bring some fame your way. Help you out.
Are you implying, Monsieur Wilkes, that you intend to find the treasure this trip?
That's right.
You will have my full attention when you do.
You don't believe me? I got this theory, see?
Monsieur Wilkes, everyone has a theory.
Yeah, but they ain't got what I got. You can write that up and take it to the bank.
Really? And what do you have that is so unusual?
Why don't you come by my room tonight and find out? I got this big piece of equipment, see?
Oh, je comprends. However big your equipment, monsieur, I've no doubt seen something very much like it before. Besides, I probably have other plans.
Huh. I haven't seen that guy before. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Gabriel Knight.
Knight, eh? Wilkes is the name. John Wilkes.
Australian?
That's right. And you're a Yank.
If you mean American, yeah. But there are certain branches of my family tree that'd shoot you for that one. Are you with the tour?
Yeah, I'm with the tour. Look, I'm all for being friendly like, but my lunch is getting cold.
Oh, sure. We'll talk later.
Mr. Knight?
There you are, ladies. I greatly appreciate your understanding.
I'm sure you'll be able to repay us somehow, Mr. Bowser, when the time comes. Move along now, Estelle. I really must rest.
Thank you, Mr. Bowser.
Oh, thank you, Miss Styles.
Chi è colpevole di questo sacrilegio?
May I be of service, monsieur?
Par ce signe tu le vaincras? Could you tell me what is meant by this?
It means, by this sign shall you conquer it.
It. What is it? The proper phrase is par ce signe tu vaincras. By this sign shall you conquer, meaning naturally the sign of the cross.
I am aware that there's been a slight modification, yes.
To what end? What is the it to which the words refer?
Monsieur, the Abbé Saunière designed this statue. What he meant by this, or by any of the decorations in the church, we can only surmise.
I see. If that is your answer, then you cannot be of service to me. Good day.
Monsieur?
And I thought that only American tourists were that rude. Hi, are you with the tour?
Si, signore. And who are you?
My name's Knight. My friend Mosley is on your tour.
Ah, I am Buchelli, Vittorio Buchelli.
Nice to meet you. How'd you like the tour so far?
I am enjoying it. Yes, thank you.
Did you get in late last night, Signor Buccelli?
Signore. Yes, it was quite late.
Did you drive, or...
I took a train.
Oh, yeah? I came in last night by train. What train were you on?
From Naples.
So, what do you think of the church?
It isn't a church. They should make that clear.
It's not a church?
No, this parish was closed years ago. The building is a tourist attraction, nothing more.
Did you, did you come to look for the treasure?
Treasure? Signori, please.
Oh, you don't think there is a treasure?
I would be very surprised.
Then how come you took the tour?
Well, the history of the area and the fable of the treasure, these interest one, no?
No, not really.
Then why are you here?
Oh, yeah, the history, sure. Do you know anything about the Holy Grail being around here?
The Grail is a story, nothing more.
He looks like a math teacher I had once, which explains why I never liked math. Hey, how are ya? The name's Knight.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Are you the priest here, or...
People call me the Abbé, yes. The name's Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
This is quite a place. I haven't seen many churches this, colorful.
I assure you, it is unique. Saint Mary Magdalene's is quite ancient, but Abbé Saunière restored it in the 1890s. It is his spirit you see around you.
Ah, nice. You don't see churches dedicated to Mary Magdalene very often.
Ah, but the Magdalene cult was quite strong in the old days, particularly in this part of the world.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
The Magdalene journeyed to the south of France after the death of Jesus. She lived here for many years. In fact, you can visit her remains at a church near Marseille.
Ah, I had no idea. What do you mean by the Magdalene cult?
A cult of devotion. It's still quite strong in this area, despite the best efforts of the Catholic Church. Did you know that most of the famous Black Madonna images were not images of the Virgin Mary at all, but of the Magdalene? The Church wanted to downplay the role of Mary Magdalene, so they called her a prostitute and insisted that all the Black Madonnas were really the Virgin Mary.
But the Black Madonnas usually show a mother and child, don't they? If the woman's Mary Magdalene, who's the child?
Excellent question, Mr. Knight.
Do you know much about the Templars?
I know the basic history. There are a few Templars buried in the cemetery, no. But, yes. I think I'll refer you to a young scholar staying in the house near the Château de Blanchefort. His name is Larry Chester. He says he's working on a Templar book.
Okay, thanks.
And let me know if he's helpful at all, will you?
Sure. The Holy Grail has been linked to this area, is that right?
The connection is nearly as old as the Grail legend itself. What have you read on the subject?
Not much. Arthurian legends aren't really my thing. But it's supposed to be a cup that contained the blood of Christ, isn't it?
A vessel that contains the blood of Christ, yes.
Do you think the Holy Grail is behind the treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
It is possible.
Do you know of anyone in this area that has a particular interest in the Grail?
Besides myself? No one that I can think of. Of course, the treasure seekers who visit the valley are often interested in the Grail.
Do you think that there's a treasure around here?
Of course there's a treasure, but it will not be found by just anyone. Let those who have ears hear.
Right. They got brochures, but they're in French. I don't want to wear out my welcome. You got any of these in English?
Not at the moment, but I have some on order. If Monsieur would check back tomorrow.
Sure. Saint Anthony the Hermit. There's a fun-loving guy. Saint Germain. Never heard of her. Maybe she's the saint of relativity. Get it? Germain. Relative. Oh, never mind. Mary Magdalene. What a babe, huh? Saint Roach. Nice legs. Maybe he's the patron saint of Gillette. Never mind. It's Jesus and John the Baptist. They look dusty. That's a confessional, but it looks like it hasn't been used since Vatican II. I don't think they're still taking customers. Bucelli says it means, by this sign you shall conquer it. Wonder how he knows. Nothing like a little satanic imagery to make a church feel cozy. What are they looking for? The last virgin in France?
All right, you hairball. What are you really doing here? You didn't know anything about my trip.
I'll tell ya. Don't worry about it. What about you? Since when do you take European tours?
Hey, you don't know everything about me.
Apparently not.
Anyway, I was here first. So what's your excuse?
Have you heard a baby crying since you've arrived?
A baby? What the hell are you talking about, Knight? I ain't heard no baby.
All right, this is what happened. A couple of weeks ago, Grace and I got this invitation in the mail. I was passed out for a while. I'm not even sure how long. When I got up, we were at the Cahuiza station. The conductor saw the two men get off. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Wow, this is really interesting.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it.
So what's all this about, vampires? Or did I hear something funny?
Nothing funny about it. The night visitors, Prince James calls them, but they take blood. Sounds like vampires to me.
Oh, you don't believe in that crap, do you?
Mose, you have no idea.
Well, the kidnappers are real enough. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna figure out what's going on, that's what. First of all, there's your tour group.
I think you're swinging at an empty plate there.
Y'all got in last night, didn't you? Maybe one of you was on that train. Or maybe someone in your little group is here for a handoff of the kid. It'd be the perfect cover story.
You're right. It's possible.
Or maybe not. which is why I gotta go check out the area too, soon as I get some wheels.
So this is a real Schottenjäger case, huh? What's going on with that whole thing? And, what about Grace?
I'll tell you. Don't rush me. Shh.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Gracie's doing fine since you asked.
A bet. Huh? Huh? Come on. The two of you alone in the Alps.
We're not sleeping together.
What? Did he get chewed off in your last case or what?
Oh, I don't know. We've come close a couple of times, but I get all freaked out or something.
You're starting to worry me, bud.
Look, Gracie's a doll, but she's living with me. If I slept with her and then I changed my mind, what would I do? Throw her out?
Why don't you just marry her, Nat?
Oh, God.
I forgot. You're allergic.
Even if I did want to get married, I'm not sure it would be Gracie. She's like a chair, you know? Say you see this really great chair, and you like the chair, and your mother likes the chair, and everyone says you should buy the chair, but you know that if you take it home, everything else would have to go. You know, like the chair is Louis XIV, and the rest of your place is IKEA.
Well, bud, I hate to say it, but you better start cooking or get out of the kitchen. 'Cause you keep farting around, and somebody might just beat you to it.
About this Schottenjäger thing. You know, we had that big case last year.
Yeah, I seen your book, The Brutal Beast. God, what a sick freaking mind you got.
Yeah. Anyway, since then, Grace and Gerda have been getting all organized on me. Gracie even did this computer program called Sydney. Supposed to help when we're in the field. Of course, I'll never use it, but I can't tell her that.
Uh-huh. And I've noticed you're looking a little toned there, huh? Huh?
Yeah, I've been working out. Grace says I need to be in shape to chase the bad guys. I point to you as an example in the contrary. Then she points out that you never get the bad guys.
Oh, ha. Glad to see you haven't lost your butt-stupid sense of humor. So, did you ever find out how your family got into this whole thing in the first place?
No. The journals go way back to 900 AD, and it looks like it was an old family tradition even then. I don't know. Grace found a few other groups of shadow hunters, and they seem pretty decent. There's a whole ashram in India where they train monks for this kind of thing. Grace has been bugging me about going.
Why don't you?
Shit. I'm not a Lost Horizons kind of guy.
I see what you mean. Well, no point getting all serious about it.
Screw you, mostly. So, how'd you find out about this tour, anyway?
I read about it in a travel magazine.
A travel magazine? Since when do you read travel magazines?
What? Like you're the only one that can go running off to Europe? I'm pretty cosmopolitan myself, you know.
Cosmopolitan is more like it.
Oh, ha. Why don't you go write some dialogue, smartass? Get it out of your system.
So, what about the treasure of Rennes-le-Château? You have a theory?
Not really.
Madeline says everybody has a theory.
Oh, that Madeline. Whew. Oh, what a bait, huh?
Yeah. Wait a minute. You never said what you think about the treasure. Is that why you came? To find the treasure?
I don't know about that. Find out about it, maybe. Sure, it seemed like a lark.
But what do you...
Speaking of Madeline, now, don't you just love that kind of tough girl thing she's got going? Man, whew.
I wasn't speaking about Madeline. I was talking about the treasure.
Oh, nice area though, isn't it?
Now, you didn't see the kidnappers in the area last night, did you?
Now, the guys you saw on the train both had long hair pulled back in ponytails, and they had this trunk with air holes. Nope, haven't seen anything like that since I got here.
Mose, do you know anything about the Holy Grail?
The Holy Grail? No, not really. Why? What do you know about the Holy Grail?
Me? Not much. I'm gonna take off. You want to look around with me this afternoon?
This afternoon? Nah, I got some things to do.
What could you have to do? You're on vacation.
I brought some work with me. Yeah, you know, a cop's work is never done.
Never started even.
Oh, by the way, would you mind not mentioning to anyone that I'm a cop?
What?
People just get kind of weird. You know, I want to be an average Joe for once. Come on.
Mose, I've got news for you. You can't get any more average.
Not.
All right. Mum's the word.
Thanks. See you around?
Yeah. See ya.